My name is Joyce Donaldson, and I'm the COO and Carpinteria Liaison for the Santa Barbara South Coast Chamber of Commerce, from Goleta to Carpinteria. I'm here today with Isa Alarcon, one of our finalists. We are both vaccinated and we're practicing social distancing, so we're in a safe environment here at Seaside Makers Collective in downtown Carpinteria. So I'm excited to introduce Isa. Isa, as one of the finalists of the Chamber's Junior Carpinterian of the Year, please tell us about yourself.
Hello everyone, my name's Isa Alarcon and I am a senior at Carpinteria High School. I have lived in Carpinteria my entire life, and recently I just committed to Chapman University to major in political science. So here in Carpinteria, I am a triathlete at the high school. I have been on the cheer teams, the soccer teams, and the track team, as well as various clubs, and been a part of many extracurriculars such as Girls Inc., boards in Santa Barbara, volunteering in the community. But just because I had all of these accomplishments doesn't mean I'm not a regular teenager. I love to listen to music. I'm a fanatic for a bunch of different artists. I'm a concert lover. I love to take walks on Linden. I love to take walks on the beach. And I stress out a lot. I'm just a normal teenager that you would see at the high school.
Thank you, Isa. So we're so excited to announce you as one of the finalists. Tell us, where were you and who did you share the news with first?
Yes, so right when I heard the news that I was a finalist for the Junior Carpinterian, I was actually in my kitchen making an avocado toast because I was actually on my way to track practice, and I got this email on my phone because I was listening to music, and I read it and I almost screamed, and my grandpa was right in the kitchen with me, and I told him what had happened, but my grandpa didn't know much about this scholarship, but I was so happy because I've dreamed of even applying to Junior Carpinterian since I was in the 7th grade when I found out about it. And I remember everyone always telling me, and what I heard was that all these finalists had amazing extracurriculars and they had so many community service hours. So each time I would volunteer somewhere, it would always be in the back of my head, oh, you're doing this because you need to have over at least 200 hours to be even considered for Junior Carpinterian, which wasn't the reality, but that's the reality I put in my head. So I was really ecstatic when I found out.
It's a great story. What accomplishments are you most proud of?
I would have to say I am the most proud of being accepted into college, more specifically because when I was in the 9th grade, that's when I found out what college really was. Before then I had heard it, and I never really understood what it was. I didn't even think of myself going to college until the 9th grade when I started learning more about it. And looking back and thinking about my grandparents, they came to the United States to give their kids a better future, and my dad sacrificed a lot to give me a better future, and I will be a first-generation college student in my family once I attend Chapman this fall. So I'd have to say being accepted into colleges and then telling my grandparents this great news and seeing the smiles on their faces is probably the best feeling ever.
Great, thank you. A little bit tougher of a question. What do you consider the most important challenge the world faces today?
So I would have to say that, first of all, the world isn't perfect. Not everyone's perfect. So we're bound to have challenges and conflicts at any moment. And I would have to say at this given time, I think one of the world faces is this pandemic, but not just that, it's the outbreak that we have all around the world in India, and we've just started getting better here in California, but think about all the other countries who are having a second outbreak or their first outbreak or even their third outbreak. And now that we're lucky that we have been starting to get vaccines and I've been fully vaccinated, but there are people out there who haven't been vaccinated. There are people who would be willing to stand in lines for hours just to get one dose. And I think that is probably the hardest thing I would have to see in my entire life. I've never witnessed this type of like challenge or just sadness.
Thank you. Excellent answer. How do you plan to contribute to society after getting your college degree?
So I do plan to major in political science at Chapman University, and since I was younger, I've always dreamed about majoring in criminology and becoming an FBI agent. And at Chapman specifically, there is no criminology major, but I realized that I have to major in what I'm very passionate about. And if I do decide to go into the FBI Academy, they'll teach me criminology there. They'll teach me criminal justice in their own way, and I can bring something new to the table. That's why I'm majoring in political science. And so I do hope to either help out in the community by being on campaigns if I decide to go the political science route, or becoming an agent and protecting the citizens.
Great, thank you. So what do you want your fellow Carpinterians to know about you that we might not already know?
Something that you may not know about me, or specifically my family, is that we're all very involved in our community, whether it is volunteering or just been here our entire lives. I know my father grew up here for half of his life and went to the high school here. My aunt was just recently elected to the city council, and so I was kind of a Carpinteria baby in the making. And now, don't worry, there are many behind me. Barely in elementary school, you'll see in a couple years.
Oh, that's cute. So leading up to the next question, how has your vast support system helped you get where you are today?
Yeah, so I would have to say I have two very prominent support systems. One of them obviously being my family, being there whenever I need them, being there 24/7, being uplifting me and encouraging me to pursue higher education, or helping me get involved in the community, or just helping me achieve my goals. But then I would also have to say that Girls Inc. was definitely my second support system. I knew in the 7th grade that I was like kind of in a dark time in my life where I was dealing with the absence of my mother since the 3rd grade. And they were there helping me, uplifting me with my mental health, or helping me have those conversations with unbiased opinions. And they were the ones who actually introduced me to college and took me on my first college campus tour. So those two have definitely been the best help.
Great answer. I know you're super busy with school. What do you do for fun?
I get that question a lot. So I am really busy with school and my extracurriculars to the point where I do overwork myself and stress myself out. But I do make sure that I have time, at least on the weekends, to have time for myself. And something I find myself doing a lot is going to my aunt's house and going in her pool, just because I need those days to cool off, or sometimes I'll even go on my computer and edit videos because I love editing videos, or catching up on my favorite TV show, or stereotypically I love being on my phone and checking social media, so I like to do that on my free time.
Thank you. What would you like to say to the audience, the 5,000 viewers out there that are watching you today? What would you like to say to them in closing?
In closing, I would have to say you have gotten a pretty good overview of who I am as a person and who I am as a student, an athlete, or just a regular community member, especially in Carpinteria, because I've lived here my entire life. And I would just like to say thank you to the Chamber, of course. Thank you to my family, who have always been there for me and helped me get to where I am today, why I'm sitting here. Thank you to Girls Inc. And thank you to, I guess, all my friends and all my peers who have always been there as well.
Thank you so much for interviewing with us today. It's been such a pleasure. You have a great day. Hi, we're here at Seaside Makers Collective in downtown Carpinteria. I'm here with Lotta, and we are both vaccinated, so we're going to take our masks off and practice social distancing. Great. We're so excited to have you here today, Lotta. I'm Joyce Donaldson, the COO and the Carpinteria Liaison of the Santa Barbara South Coast Chamber of Commerce from Goleta to Carpinteria. Lotta is one of our Junior Carpinterian of the Year finalists, and we're super excited to have her here. And we have some questions we want to get to know her better. So Lotta, please introduce yourself and tell us about you.
So my name is Laura Flores. I am a senior at Carpinteria High School. And after high school, I am going to be attending Cal Lutheran University. And I am planning to major in English and hopefully go into teaching at some point.
Great, thank you. So tell us, where were you and what was your reaction when you found out you were one of the Carpinteria Junior Carpinterian of the Year scholarship finalists?
Yeah, so I was actually home. My dad was on his lunch break, and I got the email from Joyce, and I was super excited. I called my mom right away. I texted all of the people who wrote me letters of recommendation, all my teachers, and I told them right away because I was super excited. And honestly, I wasn't too sure if I was going to get selected, and then when I did, I was just so thankful and overjoyed to hear about it.
Great, thank you. So tell us, what are you most proud of?
I think I'm most proud of completing my education with a 4.5 GPA, while also I completed 10 classes in City College during high school, which is almost a year, if not a semester. So I'm super excited to go into college already having that credit and already having that experience of a college class.
Tell us what you are most passionate about.
Well, I think I'm most passionate about education. Education's been something that I've been really interested in since I was really young. I want to go into education for my career. There have been several educators in my family, and I look up to so many of the educators in school. So many of them have been my mentors over the past 4+ years. So definitely education and working on the education system is something that I'm really passionate about.
Fantastic. This is a little bit of a tougher question now. What do you consider the most important challenge that the world faces today?
Well, obviously with the COVID-19 pandemic, it gave us time to stop and reflect about the different injustices and issues that our society faces. And so what I've learned most is that our society has kind of lost the ability to have an open dialogue with each other. And so I think what our society needs is just to reconnect and learn to talk to each other again so we can get things done for everyone and help all the people that really need our help.
Great answer. What do you want your fellow Carpinterians to know about you that we might not already know?
Well, I am the first child of my family to go to college. I am a first-generation Latina student. Both of my parents came from Mexico, and they were not able to complete their education. So for me, doing this and being able to go to college is really a big accomplishment for me.
Great. How do you plan to contribute to the society once you graduate from college?
Well, like I mentioned, I do want to go into education and become a teacher, and what a lot of my teachers have done is empower me to be a good student and to pursue higher education, even when I didn't always have the ability to do so, because the college application process was really difficult, and they were there to guide me through every step of the way. So being able to provide that support to everyone is going to be really empowering for me, and I hope inspiring for others.
Great answer. So leading into the next question, how has that support network helped you get where you are today?
Yeah, well, I'm super fortunate that I have so many people in my corner and so many mentors in school, at home. My mom, my dad, they're my biggest support system. They've encouraged me every step of the way to try my best. The support I've gotten at Girls Inc. of Carpinteria is unmatched. They have provided me with so much inspiration and support to keep going, and also just my teachers, my avid teacher Mrs. Nunez, and all the other teachers at Carp High who have led me down the right path and encouraged me along the way.
Oh, that's very sweet. Fantastic. We know you're super busy with that super high GPA. What do you do for fun?
Well, I'm going to sound a little bit like a nerd, but I read for fun. That's what I do to de-stress. I usually read before I go to bed, or I read whenever I can during the day. And I also like to paint to de-stress. And it's something that I picked up recently. I like to do it with my friends whenever we get together and hang out, which is another thing that I also like doing for fun when I get the chance.
Great, a budding artist in our midst. And finally, what would you like to say to the thousands of viewers out there that we might not have covered today?
Well, first off, I just want to say thank you to the Chamber, and also thank you to all of the people who have gotten me to where I am today. I am standing on your shoulders, and I would not have been able to be here without your support. To all the teachers, all the community members who have helped guide me and support me and all of my missions over the past year or so, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Great, thank you. And we will look forward to seeing all of our finalists and our Junior Carpinterian of the Year at our gala in the fall. Right now we have it planned at Pacifica Graduate Institute on the last Saturday of October out in the plein air, and we look forward to having all of our finalists and award recipients joining us. Hi, I'm here at Seaside Makers Collective. Luke Williams and I are socially distanced and we are both vaccinated, so we are going to take our masks off now. Hi, I'm Joyce Donaldson, COO and Carpinteria Liaison of the Santa Barbara South Coast Chamber of Commerce from Goleta to Carpinteria. And I'm here with our Junior Carpinterian of the Year finalist, Luke Williams. Luke, please tell us about yourself.
Yes, I am a senior at Bishop Garcia Diego High School and plan on majoring in geological sciences at Stanford in the fall of 2021. I love playing sports like many others. I love my academics, and I am a child of God. Athletically, I compete in tennis, track, and soccer. In my academics, like I said, I am hoping to major in geological sciences, and, religiously, I like to take part in all the religious activities at my parish, Our Lady of Mount Carmel.
Wonderful. So tell us, what did you do when you found out you were one of the finalists?
Well, at first I was very humbled and honored to have been awarded such a prestigious scholarship, and as a finalist, it was a great feeling. I am so thankful for the Chamber of Commerce to choose me as one of the finalists, and my instant reaction was to run to my grandma and my parents and even my Great Dane, Sadie, and tell them the good news, because I know I am so fortunate and there are many candidates that are so qualified, and I just felt very humbled and honored.
Thank you, Luke. What accomplishments are you most proud of?
The accomplishment I am most proud of would be piloting my geology curriculum at Our Lady of Mount Carmel School. On January 9th, 2018, Montecito and Carpinteria were both hit by a catastrophic debris flow. It claimed, I believe, 23 lives, and it was a period of great confusion for me and I'm sure many other people in Southern California. But I took it upon myself to create this geology curriculum for middle schoolers, specifically 6th graders, and I piloted it at Our Lady of Mount Carmel School, my alma mater. It took over a year of work and dedication, meeting with subject matter experts to make sure all my facts and science were correct, and fortunately it was a great success.
Fantastic. Luke, what do you consider the most important challenge that the world faces today?
So, as a lover of the earth, geology, earth sciences, I noticed that as a society now we are facing this energy crisis, even climate change, and I think as of right now it is climate change and our energy crisis that poses the greatest threat and problem as of right now. But I am confident through science and facts that we as a society can unite and understand that right now fossil fuels seem to be offer the most energy yielding option, but I know that renewable energy through innovation will provide more options and solutions to this energy crisis. So.
Fantastic. Luke, what do you want to tell your fellow Carpinterians about you that they may not already know?
Well, as a little bit of a nerd, I love brain teasers. I play chess with my dad almost every night, and we go back and forth, and it gets pretty competitive, but we both enjoy it. I also enjoy Sudoku, the Japanese word game, or number game, I should say, and I'm a big fan of brain teasers, as I like to keep my mind fit and ready for whatever challenge may come my way.
Excellent. How do you plan to contribute to society once you graduate from college?
Once I graduate from college with hopefully a degree from Stanford University in geological science, as I said before, I am hoping to continue along my path of hopefully becoming an astronaut, or if I am not qualified just yet, contributing to the space exploration industry. I am an astrophile. I love space. I am a big astronaut and astronomy junkie, and I'm hoping that I can personally contribute to the space exploration industry as we continue to navigate the cosmos.
That's very lofty. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How has your support network helped you get where you are today?
My support network consists of my family and a variety of mentors like Dr. Kieran Pandey and Sister Kathleen Patrice. I would say they have been incredibly impactful and influential in my development as a junior Carpinterian because they have instilled in me great values like the importance of hard work, love of God, and just a variety of other values and characteristics that have proven to be very helpful as I've navigated high school and hopefully as I continue on through college. So they've really been instrumental in shaping me who I am today.
Wonderful. And I know you're super busy with your schoolwork and your sports, but do tell us what you do for fun. I know you mentioned a few things. Is there anything else that you do to just relax?
I find sports to be a great outlet. I've been playing tennis since I was 7 at Santa Barbara Polo and Racket Club, conveniently in Carpinteria, as well as a soccer player. My dad made sure to introduce me to soccer, one of the arguably the best sport in the world. And I've been playing with AYSO and a variety of other organizations to further my athletic goals because I believe it's a great outlet and can definitely reduce stress, and it's just a great load of fun.
Great. Thanks. And what would you like to say to your audience here that maybe you haven't said already?
Well, I have a lot of thank yous to give to my audience and a lot of the people that have been influential and impactful in my life, particularly my support network, my family, the teachers of Our Lady of Mount Carmel School, and the teachers of and faculty of Bishop Garcia Diego. And I would also like to give a special thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for allowing me and several other candidates through the years to experience this tremendous opportunity because it is such a valuable resource, and I am just tremendously grateful for the opportunity.
Great. Thank you, Luke.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you for joining us today. It's such a pleasure to interview our 3 Chamber Junior Carpinterian of the Year Scholarship finalists. As you can see, they were all amazing. So we look forward to celebrating all of them at our Community Awards Gala at Pacifica Graduate Institute on Saturday, October 23rd. Of course, this is all subject to change, but that's the date the Chamber has in mind. We're very excited to launch a hybrid version of our Community Awards Gala this year. The Chamber will be hosting a series. We plan on doing Carpinteria in October, Galida's Finest in November, and then a Santa Barbara Regional Chamber Awards in which we'll award our Businesses of the Year. So stay tuned.